Hello, everyone. Welcome to William in the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Alex. Alex, he's from Moldova, but he lives in England, in the UK. So let's see what Alex has to say. Enjoy the interview. So, hello, Alex. How are you?
Yeah, doing well. Thank you so much. How are you?
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time today for the interview. Thank you.
No worries.
So, tell me, how's your weekend going so far?
Yeah, it's going really well. I'm just trying to relax from 9 to 5 work, so it's yeah, chilling, nice weather.
So, tell me, what has been the highlight of your weekend so far?
My highlight was that I taken Friday off, so I had a long weekend and I went to the forest, hug a tree. That's my highlight. We had a wellness day at the company that I work at, and it's a good opportunity, try to relax, assess where you are, connect with nature. At least that's what I did. So yeah, that's my weekend.
Tell me where you're from, Alex.
I'm originally from Moldova. It's an Eastern European country, but I live in the UK and London for more than 9 years now, I think.
And why the change from Moldova to England?
So I moved for work. So I work in the media agency. So I used to work back in Moldova, but then I decided that I want to travel more and see the world and explore different opportunities. So I moved to the UK and still working in my 9 to 5 there.
Wow. And where's about Moldova you are from?
I'm from capital. It's called Chisinau.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. And all your family are back there as well?
Yeah. Well, I have my parents and my fiance back there, but she's trying to move to the UK at some point. But yeah, I have friends back there, and some of them moved here as well. So it's yeah, it's quite spread.
Amazing. And what do you do for work, for living, Alex?
So I work in the media agency. It's I do advertising. So so my title is comms planning director. I plan advertising across European markets for big advertisers. So currently I work with Pringles. If you know Pringles,
Yes.
Is that your favorite crisp? You don't have to answer that. Yeah, so I plan communication for Pringles across major European markets.
Amazing. They're going to be very happy that you're promoting Pringles here. I love it. Amazing. Okay, Alex. So during the interview, I'm going to explore a bit more about your life and also about your journey so far, okay?
No worries. Yeah.
But before we start our journey, within the Magic Box, I'd like you to tell me something interesting about yourself, or maybe something that not many people know about you.
Yeah, so I recently I started my own page, my sort of blog, my business, I should say. It's called Social. You can visit it on social.com. It's basically I had an idea of trying to create and democratize social solar energy. So it's this is what it stands for. So sol refers to the sun, and share refers to sharing. So sharing the sun. So my idea was to create like a solar panels, solar farms where you could buy a share of that solar farm and enjoy discounted electricity whenever you are in the UK or elsewhere. So I wanted to kind of revolutionize in that space, but then I struggled to raise any funds for it, so I pivoted. Like I think every business should pivot if they are not receiving any success in a certain time. So I pivoted because I have a lot of experience in media and advertising. I applied for it's called TikTok Live Agency or Creative Network. So I applied for that program and got enrolled into it. So I have my own TikTok creator agency.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's I'm not making a lot of money from it just now, but because I just started, so I'm actively recruiting for different creators who want to succeed on the TikTok as a platform, especially with the live sort of with TikTok Live, basically. So where people can donate you or send you different gifts. So the platform takes a small commission, well, quite a big commission. TikTok takes a big commission from everything that people send you, but then they reinvest that money into different platform, different schemes. So I'm part of this one scheme that they reinvest part of the investments, so the fees that they take, and kind of help creators grow on the platform. So I'm literally offering a free service, how to succeed on TikTok, as part of that, and get commission. So the creators, they don't lose anything because TikTok automatically takes all the commission, but then they get a free service, free advice from myself how to best perform on the platform, how to succeed there. So that's what I'm currently doing.
Amazing. I think it's amazing for you to explore a different career, different business, and express yourself and connect with others and make money as well. I think it's amazing for sure.
Right.
Alex, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Yeah, I was trying to prepare myself, getting some thoughts when I was watching other people interviews, but I'll try my best.
Amazing. Welcome to William in the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend. Random questions. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play a song just for us to relax before the first question, okay?
Sounds good. Okay.
Let's do it. Right, so before we start the game, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to answer, you don't want to talk about, always can change, okay?
No problem.
Right, first question is, would you rather be invisible or be able to fly, and what would you do?
I think be able to fly, save on the travel. Yeah, because my family and my fiance is back home, so I spend a lot of time traveling throughout the year. So yeah, definitely flying would be a bonus.
Besides Moldova, if you could fly anywhere in the world right this moment, right now, where would you go and why?
I'll probably go to like Antarctica or something, just to visit, to see the scenery, the mountains. It's quite hard to get there without having the ability to fly. So well, if that's if I got the ability right now, I'll probably visit my family first and then go back to just to different places.
And where are you planning to go for your next holidays, your next vacation?
Well, currently we're planning a wedding with my fiance, so we haven't decided on the location just yet, where we might go, but probably somewhere hot and nice with the seaside and the ocean.
Oh, sweet. So tell me, how did your path cross for the first time with your fiance, if you can share? How did you meet up for the first time?
It's quite an interesting story, actually, because I need to take a step back for like 10 years ago. I introduced my friend's now wife, so and they've been introduced because I had split up with my ex, which is quite funny. So basically, I was dating this girl in the university, and we split up. Nothing interesting. And then her cousin reached out to me asking, "Oh, do you want to go to the football? I have some free tickets." She was thinking we're still dating, and we were not. She was like, "I have these tickets. Do you want to go?" And I was like, "Well, I don't date your cousin anymore, so I'm not going to go." It's
Of course.
quite awkward. And she was like, "Well, I still have free tickets. Do you want to go? Take your friend with you." So I taken my friend with me, and now they're married.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
Yes, so that's the first part of the story, and then that cousin of my ex, she has a long distance family, and she introduced me to my fiance as well. So she done me a favor. So yeah, and then since then we've been dating for almost 5 years now, and we are getting married probably next year.
Wow. Okay, so your fiancée, she's watching this interview right now. When you have a moment, an opportunity to send her a message, what would you say? She's watching.
She's the biggest love in my life. She's my partner. She's amazing and the best thing that happened to me in my life. So yeah, I love you.
Oh, that's very sweet. Amazing. I love those stories when people, meet each other, cross other paths, and you meant to go to a place and you didn't want to go and it doesn't feel anymore like going, and suddenly you just decide to go. And I have goosebumps now saying that because it's so powerful, like how life, put people in our lives, to direct us to something else, and suddenly you meet the love of your life, you meet a partner, you meet, it's amazing. I love that. I think it's amazing to hear those stories where people they meet each other out of the blue. You know what I mean? It's amazing.
Yeah.
Love it. Great. Next question. Okay, next question for you is, what 3 things are you most grateful for?
I'm grateful for my family and the contribution that they made in kind of getting me where I am now.
Mhm.
They did quite a lot in my education, so I went to a good school, a decent university, so they contributed to my success in life. I think quite a lot. So I'm really grateful for them. I'm grateful for my friends. I don't have a lot of them, but those that I have, they help me a lot, and I try to do the same in return. And yeah, and my fiance, she's amazing. So
Wow.
those are the 3 main things. Yeah.
Do you have brother and sister as well, Alex, or not?
No, I'm the only child. So yeah, I have in my fiance's family. She has 5 sisters and brothers, so she has quite a big family. But I'm the only one.
When you think about Moldova, growing up, in the capital, tell me about your, best memories growing up. What do you think? Where do you take when ask you this question? Which memories take you there?
Yeah, I have quite good memories from childhood. So my grandparents, they were living in the countryside in a village, and
Hmm.
so every summer I would spend with them, like going there to just play with other kids, with my cousins. I have quite a few cousins, but we're basically spending all our summers in there for multiple years. Not anymore, but growing up, it was good. I had exposure to like different lifestyle because I grew up in the city, and
Uh-huh.
um, having that exposure giving me different experiences. I also picked up a bit of different language in there, which I can understand now but don't speak. It's Ukrainian, so
Okay.
because Moldova borders Ukraine and Romania. So we're a multilingual nation, so we speak
Okay.
multiple languages. And we had a specifically Ukrainian village where my grandparents are from.
I
So
see.
they were speaking Ukrainian. I couldn't speak, but I couldn't understand. So they were
Amazing.
yeah, so it was good memories. I had a lot of fun. I played with like different animals, in the countryside, like horses, cows, and stuff like that. So yeah, it was good memories, good childhood.
Wow. So I believe that the main language in Moldova is Russian, isn't it or not?
No, so the main language is Romanian, but the
Oh,
majority of
really?
the population speak
Oh,
both languages, Russian as well, including
okay.
myself. It's just because Moldova were part of the USSR at some point, and back in the days, the Russian Empire as well conquered us. But we always had our own language, which is, well, somebody calls it Moldovan, but somebody calls it Romanian. It's a bit political, but we speak Romanian basically
I see.
as the main state language.
I see. I got it now. Okay. Next question. Let's do it. Okay, before the next question, of course, we got connected through social media, through TikTok. And of course, you already briefly told them a little bit more about your page. So tell me, what do you like the most about creating your videos on TikTok? What's the inspiration behind? I know you are creating a business, but what's something about it that you like the most?
Yeah, I think I've always been creative, and it's quite a fun story how I ended up in the profession that I am in. Basically, when I was in the school, we've been given this task to create a video, and I was so excited. I loved it so much. I used different sound effects, transitions. I was having fun, so much fun. Um, and I really liked doing that. So I created like an ad for Mentos. I don't know if you know Mentos. Um, uh, it's basically like a sweet chewing gum sort of thing. So I created and filmed an ad in like an interesting style and presented it in the class. It was
Wow.
got the best grades.
Wow.
So since then I had that desire to do that for work, but I didn't know like there is a differences between media agencies and the creative media agencies, and I couldn't understand what's the difference. So when I applied for a job, I was applying to all the agencies, all advertising agencies. I just literally went to like a equivalent of Yellow Pages, if you know, like basically the list of all the businesses. And I typed in media agency and then applied
Really?
for one.
It's amazing.
And then once I heard back from a media buying agency, which is the equivalent of what I'm doing now, where we do like we work a lot of with numbers, so plan budgets, spreadsheets, PowerPoints, but not as much creative. We're not creating content. But because I always been relatively good at maths and at different sciences, so I could make it. So I kind of enjoyed it as well. So I did stuck with it and still working in that field. But I always needed that creative part to be part of my life as well. So I decided that I'm going to try to create this business and trying to document it, how I went from point A to point B, and this would be my creative relief. So yeah.
Wow. Look, if one day you would like to take the Magic Box, the show, to a bigger proportion, to manage the show, you are the right person. You are more than invited, okay? We can work
Yes,
together. You can be the big boss of the Magic Box. Yeah, you can
we
be,
can work together.
you see, you can be the person behind the camera telling me what to do and make the show a big explosion around the world. You never
So
know.
yeah, there you go. We have a business plan now.
You see? You see? I'm saying that, but I mean it, okay? I mean it. Okay, next question is, how to describe a perfect, healthy relationship?
I think to describe perfect relationship, you have to trust each other as the first thing. You have to respect each other. You should have your own sort of time, your own things that you want to do in your own free time. You don't. I think the healthy relationship represents some sort of compromises in terms of you need to get along with another person, but you respect their own free time, their own space. So and trust them that they act in a good faith and they act in a way that they want to be in this relationship. So I think those are the stepping stones into creating it. But then also you need to maintain it. You need to make sure you bring something interesting. So kind of your I'm trying to think about the word that represents that, but basically your feelings don't dry up. So I think it's important to always work on the relationship. It's like a bridge. So each person needs to go towards the center of that bridge, and if the other person doesn't do that, then it's not a good one.
I get your point. I think relationship it's a maintenance every single day, with up and downs. I think that's the beauty of a relationship. If it would be just blue skies, flowers, something's wrong. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need to have some, thunderstorm there. There is something need to be there as well, which makes it healthy as well. When you can maintain, you can understand communication. I think I get your point. Saying that, what's the biggest joy of being Alex? What do you like the most about being you?
I think I enjoy that I can try new things. I'm not kind of stuck in the one place. I always try to develop. So I read a lot of books. I try new things like this one adventure. Also this interview. This is quite new. I can't recall if I given an interview before. Probably I did when I was younger, but not to that extent. Not like a more, or I should say, professional. I think your interviews are more professional than I've ever given. So thank you so much for inviting me. So yeah, I think I always try to some new things that help
Mhm.
me develop, help me find out something new, um, and enjoy it. That's I think that's the best part of being me.
Amazing. I think it's great for us to be able to, to explore different areas, to be open-minded, to be open to suggestions and opinions. And you never know when can get you. Sometimes, the power of saying yes can take you in a place or in a direction that you're not expecting. And I think that's the beauty when we are open-minded and we have this thing about, okay, you know what? Why not? Let's do it. Let's see
Yeah,
what can happen.
yeah. Have you seen that movie where I think it's called something about saying yes with Jim Carrey? Um,
No, I don't know. I love movies, but I don't think I've watched so many movies with Jim Carrey, but maybe I don't
it,
remember now.
it's basically literally about this. He was saying yes to everything, and then he realizes, well, actually, I shouldn't say everything. Yes to everything.
I
It
mean, with some
was a good
boundaries.
experience for him. Yeah, yeah. He was.
No, it's interesting because I had the interview here with a lovely man. He's a coach, and he said something very interesting. He said, "William, when you invited me for the interview, I said yes straight away because the power of you say yes, and after whatever happens, you're gonna deal with. You're gonna think about afterwards. But he said, you know what? Say yes and see. Of course, not do a real research or something. Not What he meant is say yes, and after whatever you think about, you analyze afterwards and you see that. But however, just the power is there, and I kind yeah, I understand what he meant, because sometimes you just need to be more open. It's about being open-minded. That's how I see.
Yeah,
Amazing. Next question, let's do it. Beautiful, life is beautiful.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. So that's
Next
why
question.
I said yes and joined this interview. That's exactly the reason.
Thank you. Next question is, what's the biggest risk have you ever taken?
Biggest risk. I tend to do a very calculated moves in my life. So I don't take a lot of risk unless I know there is a good chance I will succeed. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so I think one of the biggest risks was that I moved here with very little money and very little support. So I I was working in this agency back home. I My salary was really low. Okay, so the Moldova 10 years ago, it's relatively poor country in the sense that people don't get the high salaries there. So I was earning around 400 euros a month, right? So it's not a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So I saved quite a lot for, well, relatively to me at that time. I was saving for 6 months. I had £1,500,
Oh, sweet.
and and I moved to the UK without anything, just £1,500 in my pocket. A friend who helped me a lot, and he found me a place to stay. And I found a job like in 2 days, a cleaning job. So that was one of the biggest risks in my life. I quit my relatively good job in the agency back home in a hope that I will get a decent job here, back here, and moved countries without family, without just having one friend here. So that was one of the biggest risks that I've taken. Um, and as you can imagine, it worked out quite well in the end. And um, and then I taken another risk where all my friends, including that one that helped me, in 8 months they were moving to London. So when I just moved, I was living outside of London. So he was like, "I found a job in London. I'm moving." And I didn't want to stay in that in that location where I was, and I decided I was applying to a lot of jobs in London. I didn't get any responses, didn't get through. But in the end, I went to this interview. It was really good. I decided I can't wait any longer. If I stay here, I'll remain in that location without a proper job. I was working a cleaner for 8 months at the time. I was like, I can't stand this any longer. So I decided, okay, I quit now. I move back home while I wait for the results of the interview. And if I succeed, I come back. And if not, I'm just going to stay back home. So I went back home, moved out, all my things, everything, quit my job as a cleaner. And then within 2 months, I got a confirmation that I got a job in London.
Wow.
And so I was very happy. It doubled my salary basically. And I went on a holiday back home, came back, a happy man.
Wow, beautiful. I love those stories. I think it's great. It's great. Saying that, what's England has taught you so far?
Being humble. I think it's one of them. One of the kind of things that taught me. You know, everything here is expensive. People, a lot of different people are living here. Some good people, some not so good people. And you know, I always try to find good people wherever I go, and I always find them. But you know, what I learned is that adjust my expectations. If your expectations are quite low, then you won't be disappointed. So that's one of the things that I learned. But also, you know, taking risks. I learned that the more risks you take, the more opportunity you have to get lucky. It's basically the more risks you take, the higher percentage of luck you're going to get. If you don't take any risks, you'll be just stuck in one place. So those are two couple of things.
Amazing. 3 questions left. Let's do it. Okay, next question for you is, when have you been the most happy?
Most happy? Probably when I made a proposal to my fiance. I was the most happy person on earth when she said yes.
Wow.
We went. So she didn't knew that that's coming. We went to like a remote location. It was in the winter time, so we stayed in this really nice house in the middle of the forest.
Wow.
It was just the two of us. So we brought some food with us. We cooked it, and there was like a Christmas tree in the corner, candles. Wow. So I was like, I told her to turn around. I sat on one knee. You know, I opened I was so excited because I prepared it for so long.
I can imagine.
Oh. And then she said yes. And I was really happy in that moment.
Wow. What has been the most meaningful lesson you've learned from her so far?
She always reminds me to have fun. So she's younger than me, so she still likes to go places, you know, try new things. Where as I become older, I become more reserved. But she, you know, she keeps me young. I go places and try new things, and I love it.
Wow. And what's the biggest similarity between both of you?
So I think we get along very well because both of us have introverted kind of sides. I'm more introverted than she is. I think she's an ambivert, where she's like, she can be introverted with me staying at home, but I don't want to go anywhere. But then she has this other side where she wants to go out, go see friends, go to club, go to different places, and not staying home. So that side brings me out. But she can understand my feelings when I don't want to go anywhere, so she stays with me, and that's really comforting. That's how we get along.
What's your star sign astrology, Alex?
It's Leo.
Leo. So you are in July?
August.
August. I see. Okay. 2 questions left. Let's do it. Do you like dancing?
I don't. No, I'm really bad dancing. Yeah, but sometimes I do.
Before the next question, if I would come to Moldova for the very first time, tell me what's the postcard of the country. Tell me a place that I shouldn't miss it. I need to visit.
Yeah, so Moldova is famous for different wines and wineries. So we are probably every single year on the list of alcoholics in the world. Like probably top 10 every single year, but it's just because it's in our culture. So we have it's quite a regular that you have like a glass of wine with your meal, similar to Italy probably. I'm not sure about Brazil, but I highly recommend going actually in the first weekend of October. So we have it's called Wine Day, or rather Wine Weekend, where all the different wineries, they come to the capital and bring their wines to display, so you could try them, and also you could go to different tours to visit the wineries. We have the biggest underground wine cellar in the world. So it used to be like a mine, a construction site, but they turned it into, because they mined stone, there was like huge spaces, empty spaces inside the caves underground, and they turned it into a facility to store the wine.
I see.
So you have, when you go on a tour, you would be in an electric car and drive streets of wine. So you have like a Cabernet. So yeah, it's a really cool place to visit if you're the first time there. So definitely don't miss it out.
In other words, I wanna go to get ready to get drunk. Yeah. In other words.
I mean, you probably should go, and but take it responsibly. Don't drink.
Don't drive too. Don't drive. Just drink. Don't drive.
Yes.
Amazing. Next question is: what's the best compliment have you ever received?
Best compliment. Yeah, that's a hard question. I don't know. People often tell me that I'm smart, that I have charisma, that I can bring joy. But I can't recall, like, when I received a compliment, I was thinking, oh, that's a nice compliment, and I never thought about it. So I don't know.
You don't take compliments very easy. I see you. It's difficult to take compliments. I get you.
Yeah. I think it's part of my personality. I learned that quite a few people can manipulate me in a way. So when I receive a compliment, I would be reserved and not act on it like, they're saying, "Oh, you're so beautiful, you're so kind." I was like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. So that's why I'm probably not the best person to take compliments, because I always think, oh, it's a fake compliment or whatever. So that's why I don't think about it. But I know that there are nice people, and they're trying to be nice to me. So I appreciate that.
Amazing. Last question. Ready?
Yes.
How do I say last question in Romanian?
Ultima întrebare.
Última întrebare. It's easy, última. So in Portuguese we say the same as well. Última. Última pergunta. You say última pergunta. Interesting.
Actually, I have a good friend of mine. She's also Brazilian. I have this book here. I want to show it to you. You can read it.
Flores in North Hill, which means flowers in North Hill. I cannot see what's written. Like, okay. 10 anos de capítulos em 10 cores. Oh, wow. 10 years of capítulos. Capítulos mean, so 10 years of capítulos in 10 colors. Capítulos means like season, I think. I don't remember capítulo what means.
Yeah. So her name is Vivi Lesher, and she is a good friend of mine. She wrote this book in Portuguese.
Wow.
I don't speak it, but I bought it just so how it, and she's amazing. She lived in London for 10 years, and I think now she's happily married to I think he's quite maybe you know him. He's quite famous footballer from Brazil. His name is Rai.
Right. Okay.
I think
Rai.
Yes.
Rai. Yes. Very famous. Yes.
Yeah. So she's married to him. So it's quite a small world. I just thought that I might share with you since you're from.
Of course. Oh wow. And they still live in London, or they're back in Brazil?
I think they live in France now.
In France?
She's exploring to have her own wine brand or something.
Wow.
I haven't spoken to her in a long time because she moved to France.
I see.
But she was living here in London for a long time, and we were working together. So yeah.
Interesting. Amazing. Last question. Let's do it. Before the last question, tell me what's the meaning of life for you, Alex?
I think the meaning of life for me is a constant pursuit of happiness.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you've seen this movie. I'm making a lot of movie references.
I love movies. I love it.
There is this one movie. I think it's literally called Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith. It's a cool story about how lives bring a lot of challenges to him and his son, and he's trying to make it. It's very humbling story of how different circumstances apply to different lives, and how people are getting over them and achieve what they dreamed of. So yeah, I'm also always trying to chase some sort of goal. So I set those goals to myself quite far in advance, and then trying to make small steps every day, becoming better, 1% better. And as long as I do that, I feel fulfillment and happy. So I think that's kind of one of the ways I would recommend people to do that for their lives as well.
Amazing. Actually, think about the book now. It just showed me. I remember now. Capítulos means chapter. I remember now. Chapters. All right. Last question is talking about book and movies. Which movie had a big influence on you?
I recently rewatched it, so I'll talk about it. So it's called Inception.
Okay.
It's quite an old at this stage. I think it's 15 years old now. But it's an interesting concept of people living in their dreams.
I've seen it.
Sometimes they forget that they are within the dream, and then they wake up, and this is a completely different world around them. And there is like dreams inside dreams.
Yes.
This is the concept of the movie, that there is the main thing there is that the main character tries to embed like a seed of idea in someone else's dream, so then they can act on that idea themselves and change like a company. So I found that thought really interesting, of how small thoughts can grow into different ideas and impact lives. So that movie didn't have a massive impact on my life, but because it's most fresh in my mind. I think that concept is really really strong. So embedding ideas and kind of acting on them is very interesting to me.
I see. The main character was a big name. Who was the main actor? It was Leonardo DiCaprio or Brad Pitt, one of those big names.
Yeah, DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Yes, I remember now. I remember it was a bit strange. The format they were, moving. I remember it was strange. I got it.
Yeah, the ending. People are still arguing 15 years later because there was this. So in order to find out if you're dreaming or not, if you're inside a dream, you had to have like some personal item that only you know how much it weighs, how it acts, what the physics about it, and in the end he spins it on a table, and if it falls, then it means that he's in the real world, he's not dreaming. But if he is in a dream, it stays spinning without falling. So the end scene cuts exactly on the moment where it's decided is it going to fall or not. So people still don't know. So I found that really fascinating.
Amazing. Right, so on the end yet, let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to say some words, just one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. Let's start with family.
Family. Help.
Okay. Money.
Work.
Fear.
Fear. What's my association with fear? Maybe like spiders.
Okay. Love.
A fiance.
Of course. Life.
Challenge.
Politics.
Not interested.
Okay. Sex.
Sex.
Interested. I'm joking.
Yeah, exactly. Probably, yeah.
I'm joking. You can say your own words.
No, I take interested, yeah.
Okay. Religion.
Church.
Friendship.
Friendship. University.
Okay. Desire.
Dreams.
Regrets.
Broken dreams.
Okay. Success.
Opportunity.
Wish.
Wish. Present.
Happiness.
Pursuit.
One word for Moldova.
Wine.
Of course. One word for England.
One word for England. Pubs.
Say again?
Pubs.
Okay. And the last one now, if you could define your page on TikTok in one word, what that would be?
In one word. I think a dream.
Okay. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your fiancée for a coffee, and I'm going to ask her, define Alex in one positive and one negative word only. What should say about you?
Yeah, I think she would say that she's proud that I'm taking different risks, that I'm trying to try new things, pursue my dreams. She was telling me this multiple times, so I'm really grateful for that. And then what she's not quite happy about me is that I tend to focus more on other things than myself. So
good point.
So she always reminds me to take care of myself, go do this, go take your haircut and stuff like that, to make sure that I'm getting what I deserve, and I treat myself as much as I treat others. So yeah.
That's amazing. I love that, Alex. And I think that's show how much she loves you because, when someone wants to see, our the best of ourselves, presenting and behaving, I think that's a very good, it's a main thing to do because sometimes we can forget and sometimes, you need to focus on ourselves sometimes and because we are the postcard of, of everything. So I think it's amazing. I love that. Listen to her, okay? She knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, no, apparently.
Let's play now, Alex, and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, Alex, you can ask me a question now.
Cool. So before I ask you a question, I need to tell you a bit of a quote that I heard when I was listening to a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It was about life and development and the actions that we make in life. So on the podcast, they mention about this quote that in life there are only three people that you need to make proud. So the first one is you when you were 8 years old. The second one is you when you are 80 years old, and the third one is you tomorrow. So what would you think that is 80-year-olds and 80-year-olds would be proud of you and what your actions, and would the you tomorrow be proud of what you're doing today?
My God, what a great question, Alex. Wow, I love that. I love the question. Back in Brazil, this 80-year-old or something that told me, I think this 80-year-old would be proud of this William now, for sure. When you're talking about your risks that you came to England, without knowing people, you took, start something new. I was thinking about myself as well. I left Brazil when I was 19-year-old on my own with 300 euros on my pockets, to start a new life. And I think I was thinking about that when you're, describing your risks. And I was like, oh my God, that's so interesting to see other people as well. They have a different, they literally are in the same boat. It's just different geographical location, but it was the same thing as well. So I think this 8-year-old would look to myself when I was 19, like, you know what, William, I'm very proud that you took this risk in your life. That it's not every day that a 19-year-old, go across the world alone on their own, chasing their dreams, trying to, make a better life, to help their parents back in Brazil. I think this 8-year-old will be very proud to know that I made those decisions. Not easy, of course, and still life is about up and down. And I think that's the beauty of it. But when you are 19-year-old, you don't know this knowledge. You just go for it, and and suddenly life presents. Okay, reality is here now. And you just embrace it. And I think that's. I think it would be very proud for me to be able to do that and for me to be able to be where I am right now. I still want to chase a lot. I think life is not, you never get there. That's how I see life. The other day I learned that and I love it. You never get there. You always chase, you always learning, you always improving, you always making mistakes, you always learning. And I think I love that because it's so true. Of course, you achieve things and you feel happy, you feel successful, you feel the best yourself. But for me, you never get there. You always need to, to challenge yourself, to create, to get the best of you. So back to your question, I think my 8-year-old would be proud of that. And I hope that the William, like in the future, will look back, and they would go like, you know what, William, you found your passion, you found your gifts. I think all of us, we have gifts in life. We have something about ourselves that stands out compared with other people, and I think the future William would look back saying, William, I'm thankful that you embraced your gifts, that you embraced, what was presented to you. And I'm saying that, and I'm talking about the show because, I always admire people, Alex, that's, those people, they go like, oh my God, I was born to do that. I love my job. I love my career. And I've always been so fascinated for those people because I was like, oh my God, what's the feeling of you waking up every morning knowing that you're going to do, what you meant to be doing?
Yeah.
I love that. And saying that, I also believe that all of us, we still can do different things in life and feel the happiest. We can, follow different careers and still feel the greatest, the happiest. But I was asking myself, my God, what I was born this world for? What's something about it? So this future really look back, go like, you know what? When the Magic Box started, you embraced that. You embraced so much that the future William would be very, very thankful for me to be able to be navigating now through this journey that I love a lot. And lovely question. Love your question. I think that for sure. So those two, William back 8-year-old and that William in the future, I just, I'm sure they will look back and they see me where I am. And so, you know what? He's doing what he meant to be doing. I think it's great to be here. It's not my full-time job, but I'm working really hard to get that, as my dream. And I know what you do have with the right people around me. I think that's when you dream about something, it's amazing, but when someone dream with you, it's magical. That's when everything happens. So that's my answer for you. Great question. Thank you. Yes,
thank you so much. It was a lovely conversation.
Did you enjoy the interview, Alex?
I did.
Thanks again. Thanks for being so kind and so sweet and accepting my invitation. I think again, back to the point, I think it's amazing to see passionate people, to see people, going after their dream. And I think it's fascinating to see that. So thanks again for taking the time for the interview.
Thanks,
So thanks again, okay, for the interview. Regards to your mom, to your dad, to your family, to your fiancé and friends, and you keep in touch, okay? It was a pleasure having you on the show, all right?
Yeah, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay. Amazing. Thanks again. Enjoy your day and keep in touch, okay? Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.